Hello, people. I'm back, and we continue today talking about the race. This is the race that Paul says that the athletes, that is a picture of what a Christian is like, has to run in order to receive the crown, in order to receive the prize of hearing the words of God. Well done. You ran well the race, and you finished really strong. So that's our endeavor. That's our goal. That's the vision that we should have for our lives. Now, we mentioned yesterday that sadly, not many good people finish well. And the reason for that is simply because they get distracted along the way. You know, the race is long, and the race can sometimes be a little bit hard, but we have to keep our eyes on the prize. Now, I remember as a kid loving that story of the tortoise and the hare. Remember that story? And the tortoise was this plodder, and the hare was the fast, energetic one. And one day in the middle of the jungle, they decided that they would have a race. And the tortoise, I think, challenged the hare to a race. And the hare said, "Oh, listen, man, you'll never keep me. You're a tortoise. You're a plodder. You walk at the slowest speed of probably any animal in the jungle. You will never beat me in a race. Let's put some money on this thing." So the tortoise said, "Okay, that's cool. Let's put 10 rand on the race, and or 10 lettuce leaves on the race." And they lined up. I get a picture of the whole jungle lining up and laughing at the tortoise, saying, "Who do you think you are? Do you really think you're going to beat the hare? He's probably one of the fastest small running animals in the jungle. You're one of the slowest. This is going to be a one-hare race." So off they go. The elephant starts the race, doop, and off they run. Anyway, they're running the race, and the tortoise is just plodding, and the hare tears off in front of everybody. He's showing off like anything, and he looks behind, and he can't even see the tortoise. He's so far ahead. When all of a sudden on the side, he sees a nice little patch of lettuces, and he thinks, "Man, you know, I'm kind of hungry along the way. I'm going to just stop and I think I'm just going to sit and have a little meal, and when I see the tortoise again, I'll take off again." So he moves into the lettuce patch, and he eats some lettuce. Well, the lettuce was really nice, man, and it was fun in the lettuce patch. But then he thought to himself, well, maybe I need to get back in the race. He looks behind, and there's the tortoise just plodding along. And he begins to run again. He runs a little bit further ahead, and he sees a bunch of his buddies. He thinks, "Man, this looks like fun. I'm going to go and join my friends, and we're going to have a good time together. And I don't need to worry about the tortoise. He's miles behind. He'll never catch me up." But the tortoise just keeps on plodding. Now, I could keep on the story going on forever, but the bottom line was that hare, in his speed of his giftedness and his power, was getting distracted by every single thing. And many of the distractions along the way were not bad. They weren't sinful. They weren't necessarily bad, but in the context of the race, they messed him up. He continued to get distracted, and the tortoise just kept on plodding. And then in the last, as the finish line is coming up, the hare suddenly looks up and he realizes, "Man, I've been distracted, and the tortoise is just about to cross the finish line," and he takes off at a breakneck speed, but it's too late. The tortoise won the race. Now, I've taken a while to tell that because the analogies of the lettuce along the way is comfort. Comfort can distract you. Get comfortable in the lettuce patch and be provided for and think this is all there is. That can distract you from the race. Or when you see your buddies along the way, peer pressure teenagers can get you and distract you from the race. And you think, well, I'm only going to go there for a little while. But unfortunately, that little while turns into a long while. And before you know it, the races are run away with you. We then look aside and we see riches. We see so many distractions. And we have nothing against those things. But if they distract you from the race, then you got to work those things out and deal with them. There might be sinful things that are along the race. Illegitimate relationships, bad business practice, bad ethics and bad morals. Those things are going to prejudice the race. No matter how fast or gifted or talented you are, they will prejudice you in the running of the race. So I appeal to you today, in the simplicity of sitting up here in this beautiful place, is to have a look at the race of the tortoise and the hare and say, it's good to run fast, but could it possibly be that I've been distracted by things around me? I need to get back in the race. Slow down, people. Slow down. And take this race slowly, take this race systematically, and stick to the rules of the race that God has put before you, and you will finish well. Now that's going to need a measure of personal interpretation according to your situation in life. I'm looking at it for mine, and I have to apply it to my life. I hope you'll do the same. Let's learn from the tortoise and the hare, and let's learn from the passage. Don't be distracted. Keep to the rules of the race. Go and have a great day. See you tomorrow.